We've Grana, we've Nitty I'm Engineer Hoist, and welcome to our weekly Transformers Earth Wars live stream where we talk about Transformers Earth Wars news and crack some crystals. Maybe we do a little bit of gameplay with this big fella over there before he's even out. We record Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern over on twitch.tv/EngineerHoist, so if you're watching the replay, head on over there, give us a follow, and sign up for notifications and come join people live like these folks here. We got Sunstreaker Waza, who also does live streams over on YouTube. Gunfire, Devastator, Stuck in Beta Phase, Big Bronze Rim, Optimus Rodimus, Gunfire, Optimus Prime, the boss man himself, or the boss bot, I guess. DS Michaels, Joseph Trujillo, Silverbolt, and a whole bunch of other folks here. I like to start off the show, basically the waiting room with a question. So big news this week, obviously, is the Transformers War for Cybertron show on Netflix is starting. If you're watching live, it's tomorrow. If you're watching the replay, it's started. Go watch it. But my question was, how long do you think till Cliffjumper dies? But that was spurred on by a few things. First of all, I noticed how he died very quickly in Transformers Prime. He died very quickly in Bumblebee. And when I went back and watched the trailer for the show, there was literally half the comments. I read 4 comments, 2 of them were about the Cliffjumper dying. So we had a bunch of good answers. Devastator says, hey, maybe 10 minutes into the show. Optimus Prime says he dies before the show even starts, before the events of the show even starts. Maybe we'll see him in flashbacks. Which is an interesting thing. Oktar, which hello to you too, says leave him on a cliffhanger. I like what you did there. And then dies in the first minute of the second episode. Gunfire says about three episodes. K-Bond says about 1 minute 37 seconds. Very specific there. So, me, honestly, I don't know. I hope he makes it all the way through and bucks the trend. But you never know. And Waza says, how quickly till we see him as a 5-star and then he kills the batch. Oh, very good. Nice. Okay, how about we go ahead and get to the news, because there's a lot of it this week. Some weeks, the last couple of weeks, hasn't been a whole lot of news. This week, it's big news, quite literally. This weekend's event is called Large Scale Warfare, and you guys know what's coming. Take part in this weekend's event to win the Omega Supreme Tank or Overlord Giga Tank part. We'll talk more about what those mean here in a moment. Win one of the new War for Cybertron skin cores. That was a surprise. And you can also win up to 10,000 premium shards, 1,500 3-star shards, 7,500 4-star shards, some Titan Beam boosters. And if you really want to grind it out, you can earn up to 15 total spark crystals. This is an individual event, so your success or failure is entirely up to you. It starts at the usual Friday start time, ends at the usual Monday stop time. It's one big prize board, and you get triple XP throughout the weekend. Got to be headquarters level 4 to participate in events. You hit that yellow event button, select your battle zone, win the battle, get the points, and get your prizes. Battle zones are the standard battle zones. And here's a summary of the prizes that you'll get. You get a War for Cybertron skin. I don't know what bots those are available for. I guess we'll find out as people start getting them. Maybe they'll talk about it during the official live stream, which hasn't happened yet live, but it will have happened by the time you see this on YouTube. Anyway, you get one of those at 3,500 points. Most people should be able to get those. We'll talk more about what those actually do for you a little bit later. You'll have collected all your premium shards by 5,500, all your 3-star shards by 6,500. You guys can read all that stuff, but 10,000 points gets you that Omega Supreme or Overlord Giga Tank part, which is pretty achievable for most people. Maybe not those of you who are just starting out, but if you've been playing for a little while, if you've managed to get to the Combiner Wars storyline and open the Combiner Lab, you could probably hit 10,000 points. It might take a little bit of effort, but you can do it. I believe in you. And if you do go on to those final tiers and get the total spark crystals, it's the same as what we've seen before. And also, switching gears a little bit, we've had these community events a few times throughout the last couple of years, and we got another one coming up. It's called Power of the Spark event from July 30th to August 3rd. That's basically this weekend, and a little bit longer, I think. Any combiner spark used to upgrade your combiners contributes to a community totalizer, and you can unlock prizes. There are multiple levels we'll look at in a second. You can win up to 2,000 Prime Core Shards, 2,500 Shaniks, 25 Mark III Battle Boosters, and 20 Kremzeeks. Now this again is up to everybody to go do that. So everybody's combiner spark contributes. So there's your levels. You got 2 levels here: 25 million, 75 million, 125, 200. And 300 million are the 5 levels. Again, everybody in the game contributes to this. So if you've got a combiner and you have combiner spark and you can level your combiners, go do that this weekend to help contribute to this, to help everybody in the game get prizes. Next up, skin cores. This was a complete surprise to me. And the newsletter gave this example of War for Cybertron Soundwave skin core. And so, in celebration of the new campaign, which is called War for Cybertron, totally has nothing to do with the Netflix War for Cybertron show or the War for Cybertron ongoing toy line. I'm sure nothing to do with any of that. But anyway, so you can add a battle-hardened look to your favorite characters with the new skin cores. Interesting thing is they're adding a 3rd power core slot. The first one is an actual power core. The second one is the combat bot, so they're adding a 3rd slot, which is just skin core, which I think is really, really cool, where it doesn't add any abilities. It's just a visual upgrade. So, like, one of the things that always kind of annoyed me was, like, the Grimlock's crown power core. I wasn't ever a big fan of the ability, but I'd like to put a little crown on Grimlock's head. So, I have no idea if they'll actually change any of those to work this way. It would be nice, but my Grimlock has never had that crown on because I'm not a big fan of that ability. If they had given that as a skin core, that'd be great. So I'm excited to see what else they're going to do. Obviously, there'll be a bunch of War for Cybertron themed ones because of everything that's happening. And so, yeah, it's pretty cool. And it does say if there's any other skin on there, like the Grimlock or the G1 skin or some of the other various bot-specific skins, if you put one of these cores on, it overrides that one for anything except the Golden Lagoon, it says. So if you put a Golden Lagoon on, they're gold. They're golden, baby. Okay, let's talk a bit about the big boys. Omega Supreme and Overlord. They're finally coming after much begging from the community and all of that. They're finally here. The Crystal City Guardian Omega Supreme and God Master Overlord are coming to the game this week. You can unlock them through a brand new campaign, which was mentioned already, called War for Cybertron. And they say the campaign will be available to all players who have completed the Combiner Wars campaign. And as you progress through that campaign, they provide the bots for you. So it's anybody at any level, if you can get to this campaign, you will have a chance to do it because you don't have to worry about having your bots at a certain level. I believe the Combiner Wars campaign was that way, and I know one of the very first campaign, I think, was that way too, where they gave you a certain set of bots. You didn't have to choose them for the campaign. So that's really cool. That's really cool. That's really cool. Once unlocked, they can be used in battle like Combiner bots, and they get also upgraded through the Combiner Lab. But they're not combiners, so you don't have to collect bots like you do for all the other combiners. What you need to do is you need to collect parts. So you get the first part by completing the campaign, and that unlocks the 2-star version. Then you can also get them through various other events, like this weekend's event. You can get the part which will allow them to be leveled to a 3-star and unlock a second ability. The 4-star and 5-star, yes, 5-star parts will be coming later. They haven't said when or how, but they will be coming later. Now, I did also ask, if you are not able to unlock Omega Supreme or Overlord through the campaign before this weekend, you can still go ahead and get that 3-star part, and it'll be sitting there in your Combiner Lab waiting for you until you do actually unlock them. And if you manage to miss out on the 3-star part, it will be back around sometime in the future somehow. So you don't really have to worry about all that. It's not a one-shot kind of a thing. I think they're getting it done. And yes, Oktar, I better get my campaigns done. Although it sounds like it may actually be coming before the Return to Cybertron now, instead of after, and that would be really cool. That means I could continue to procrastinate on completing that that particular campaign. Okay, so let's talk about these abilities. When you first unlock Overlord or Omega Supreme, you get, like I said, you get the 2-star ability, and that ability is called the Glass Gas Ball. It says you shoot a glass gas ball dealing damage to your target. Enemies on its path are under the glass gas effect, receiving 40% more damage for 10 seconds. Very similar to, say, Sideswipe or Off-Road for the Decepticons, except he doesn't actually go anywhere. He just shoots the thing and does a line of glass gas. So that's pretty cool. But if you get the 3-star part this weekend, you will unlock the 3-star ability, which is the Rage Rush, where you rush into combat, damaging walls along the way, and you can deal damage to the final target and some damage around it, including twice as much damage to the walls. Might be a pretty cool thing to fire off that second 2-star ability followed by a 3-star ability. Honestly, I haven't even unlocked Omega Supreme on the test server yet, so we'll be going to be doing that live once we get through the news. So I can neither confirm nor deny whether that plan works, but it seems like it would work in my head. The 4-star ability is called the Guardian's Blessing for Omega Supreme and the God Master's Will for Overlord. So for this, for 15 seconds, you receive a 50% movement speed and 15 increase and a 50% damage reflection. And when you die, it applies the damage reflection and movement speed to your bots or your defenses if you have him with this ability on defense. And that's pretty cool. That is actually really cool. And for that reason, I might want to consider Omega Supreme with this ability on defense. Not sure how this would actually work out compared to some others, but this seems like a pretty cool. If he dies and all of your defenses then also still get this extra buff for 10 seconds, it seems pretty cool. And then the 5-star ability is called the Outer Space Storm, where you can generate a storm disabling nearby enemies. Which is, EMP, that's pretty cool, but bolts of deep space energy hit the target, dealing damage even after they die. That's crazy. So it'd be interesting to see what this looks like. I'm pretty sure, I know for a fact Sunstreaker Waza already has a video out on this. I don't think we'll be able to see all of these abilities in this stream today. I will be putting together a video of my own. If you want to go see it now, head on over to Sunstreaker Waza's channel and go check that out. And so that's it for the news. For now, stick around. In just a moment, we will be heading over to the test account, and I'll be cracking open Omega Supreme. After that, we've got some crystals to crack from last weekend. Looking for, what was even the bot that we were going for last weekend? Lightspeed. And I did get a bundle. A couple bundles, actually. So we're going to do Omega Supreme first, then we'll go do some crystal cracking, and we'll see where the night takes us. So settle in. If you're watching the replay, head on over to twitch.tv/engineerhoist. So you can join us live Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, or you can follow me on Instagram or Twitter at engineerhoist for infrequent behind-the-scenes content. Okay, so we had a lot of people showing up. Red Alert, good to see you, my friend. How are you? Okay, so here we are. We've got the test server flag up there. This is the test server. This was gifted to me for demonstration purposes only. The 4-star and the 5-star abilities are not available even to get yet. So you can see it's probably a little small, but the 2-star ability is called the Brain Module, and that's what you get when you complete the campaign. This weekend's event, you can win the 3-star part, which is called Tank. The 4-star part is the Grapple. That's his little 3-clawed hand. And the 5-star part is the Rocket Ship, which is really technically his other hand. So there you go. As you can see, it takes 700,000 to combine him, just like it does on any other combiner. So we'll go ahead and hit that. The rocket ship kind of takes off and then hangs there. I guess it was probably just lifted up by a crane. not so much actually taking off. But there he goes. And the ramp parts come out of nowhere. Just bloop. That's funny. Alright, so there you go. Okay, so now here's the thing. You can't just take him to 3-star or to 4-star or to 5-star. As you can see down here, it says you have to get Omega Supreme to level 5 using the Combiner Spark to unlock the tank to rank up. So you have to have him to be level 5 and have the 3-star part. So just getting him and getting the 3-star part doesn't get you there. So you actually have to upgrade him. And luckily, being the test account, they've given me plenty of Combiner Spark and coins to go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to rush through to level 5. And I'm only going to go as far as the 3-star because that's all we can get this up to this weekend. If you want to see the high-level abilities, head on over to Sunstreaker Waza. I'm pretty sure he's already done all that. If he's in here, he can confirm. But I'm pretty sure he's actually taken it to level 5 to show all that off. So where are we at? Level 4, one more. I don't recommend that you actually go through and do all this unless you have a lot of coins, but I mean, you can see that was quite a bit of coins to go through to skip all of those levels. So the 2-star, the max does max out at level 5, so you actually can't go higher than 5 until you get the 3-star component. And then it's another 300,000 plus the tank part to go to level 3. So there you go, and we will skip all of that too. And let this all finish, and that unlocks the Rage Rush. And now it's saying to level up to a 4-star, you have to get to at least level 10 and then have the 4-star part. And I imagine it's going to be the same thing for level 5. I'm not sure what level that is. Again, Sunstreaker Waza, I'm sure knows. We'll go ahead and get out there. Let's get him working. We'll go activate Omega Supreme.
Combiner engaged.
And we will take him into a battle. I'm just going to take these guys, and I'm going to start off in a low zone, see if we can see what the 3-star can do as far as maybe soloing. So I know a lot of people do that. I used to do that. But when my bots weren't very high, I used to level this way. I don't really do that so much anymore because I can get more using Sentius Magnus to help level a bot in a higher zone. But this is a good way to power level. In fact, I even go over it in the power leveling with Superion, which I put out quite a while ago. All right, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and drop in Omega Supreme here. Let's check this out.
Stand your ground.
Stand your ground. Oh, look. And that's actually, I like how they actually had that come in where the rocket actually brought in the base part, because there was actually, I don't know the episode, but there was one I know of where it actually did fly off like that. Okay, so that actually caused quite a bit of damage in addition to the glass gas. And so that is actually a pretty good strategy. If you send the glass gas bomb and then follow up with a rush, that seemed to work pretty well. Okay, let's rush him back over here to the headquarters. Does this work on the headquarters? Can't really tell because his big back is in the way. Oh, it didn't quite work. That's okay. We got some other bots here. Could have probably dropped some better bots to finish this off, but that's okay. Use Nexus with Omega? Hey, that could be an actual use for Nexus Prime. There's his Optimus Prime. Yeah, cool. Seems to die quick. Well, he is... You know, the lower level combiners do die relatively quickly. It's all based around the health of the combiner. So that's the combiners get as you can get the combiners to higher levels, they do get much stronger.
Autobots, roll out.
But at the lower levels, like when you first get them, they can die relatively quickly. Ultra Magnus, good to see you. Come to check, make sure I'm following all the rules. Big Bronze Rim says, "What's a Nexus Prime Core?" Okay, looks like this is the same base. Let's try it again.
Stand your ground.
So all combiners basically have a time limit. So even if they end up taking no damage, the timer eventually does time out, and they're not going to last the entire time that of a battle. And that's all based really around their health. So that little green bar that you see going down, it goes down based on time, no matter what's happening. Plus, it also goes down anytime he takes damage. And no, it didn't look like the glass gas ball actually affected the headquarters. And so he is taking damage from the cannon and a laser, couple cannons and a laser turret there. So
Attack.
yeah, it's not a very high level. If we were to go back into the combiner lab and level him up a little bit, it would actually he'll last a lot longer. I'm not sure if I can do anything with him active. Oh, apparently you can. Pretty sure it takes them off of being active, though. So, yeah. So even if they're active, you can still go ahead and upgrade them. We'll go ahead and get this guy to level 10. That's the highest you would be able to possibly get him. I'm assuming. That would be in line with the other 3-star combiners. You can only go to level 10. Then once you can get them to level 4-star, you can actually get them up to level 20, I think. It takes a lot of combiner spark to get there. I definitely do not recommend skipping these wait times with the coins, though, because I mean you can see you're talking 4,000 coins to skip each level. That's a pretty hefty penny. I mean, if you can afford it, you want to. That's fine. Go ahead. I don't. Maybe the first level, but certainly not anything like a week long or anything like that. Alright, so there we are. He's level 10. He's as max as he can go until you level him to 4-star, which costs 3 million Energon plus the grapple part. So there you go. And you can see the health is now 38,000. I did not see what it was before. Rewind if you want to see what it is in comparison. Yeah, totally agree with that, Big Bronze Rim. I'm very happy to see Combiner Spark in events showing up now, because it was getting to be way too difficult to be, and expensive to only get it from duplicate bots. Alright, so let's go activate him. And it costs 25 or 13 now because he was just recently activated.
Autobots, roll out.
Because you can get them for 10 or 13 every 12 hours. If you want to use them again within that 12 hours, you can. It just costs you an extra 15 or 13. Alright, so let's go back into the Zone 6 and see how we do now that he's gone from level 5 to level 10. Oh good, they even gave us the same base. Apparently this is the only one in Zone 6 on the test server. Alright, see, when he was level 5, he didn't actually take out that laser turret or mortar over there. But now he's level 5, he did. So we'll actually turn around and use the glass gas over there. That might actually take them out. Yeah, see, he's causing a lot more damage now. See, combiners get more effective when you level them up. Level 5, it's going to be hard to do a whole lot. It's really going to be more about the fun of actually using them at a level 5. Get them to a level 10 if you can. Get them as high as you can, and then you'll end up doing better. So there you go. It's the difference between a level 5. A level 5 couldn't beat a Zone 6 by itself. Could beat a level 10 could. What about Zone 7? Let's try that.
Roll out.
Oh, and by the way, I didn't drop any bots. If you're power leveling, drop the bot before you drop your combiner, just in case you can actually beat it before with your combiner. That bot will still get the XP. In that case where I did it and I did not drop a bot beforehand, nobody got any XP from anything. Yeah, so you guys talking about when the campaign is coming. The newsletter says it comes right after the Combiner Wars campaign, so it comes before the Return to Cybertron. It comes after so as soon as you unlock the Combiner Lab, this campaign will be open for you, and they do provide the squad for you. So you will have appropriate level bots to complete that campaign. No matter who you have on your squad, because they give you who you need. It's still going to be a matter of strategy, though. I haven't played the campaign yet, but just like any base, it'll be a matter of strategy.
Stand your ground.
Okay, so let's get over there. We'll just walk straight up to the headquarters. Still want to take those things out because they'll oh look, the headquarters did take the glass gas. That's convenient. So if you could walk straight up to the headquarters, you could probably even beat a Zone 7. But at the same time, if you find a base like that where you can practically walk up straight up to the headquarters, don't use your combiner, drop some other bot. That's a good way to get a lot of XP for a bot that you're trying to level.
Autobots, roll out.
Let's see if we can get a Zone 7 that doesn't have that layout. So this is General Decepticon Bottom. Okay, that's a better base. It's the same one as we saw in Zone 6, but it's being Zone 7, I would imagine it's going to be a little bit stronger. Maybe not. I don't know.
Stand your ground.
No, Omega Supreme, don't stand your ground. Walk towards the stuff and go fight them. Good boy. Randomness strikes. Unfortunately, you can only have your main faction combiners, so I don't have access to Overlord. Keep your eye on Skywarp, Greer, or Trios Theory's channel. Those guys should have access to Overlord, and will probably be putting out videos on Overlord at some point over the next couple of days. So keep an eye out for Skywarp, Greer, and Trios Theory for the Decepticon coverage. Okay. So how we doing? You guys want to see more Omega Supreme, or do you want to go do some crystal cracking? Because we can take him up to 4-star or 5-star ability if you want. Devastator wants some cracking, random. Okay, so we got 1 and 1. Oh, 2 for crystals. And we've got a either some more Omega Supreme. Okay. Let's go ahead and we'll take him to the 4-star. Even though we don't know when the 4-star part is going to be available, I would think it's going to be at least another month. Probably at least another month. That's just a total guess. But they don't usually come out like that. Give you something. Okay, so this does let you know you got to get him to level 20 to even be able to and get the 5-star rocket ship part to be able to get him to 5-star. So even if you can get that 5-star part, you're not getting him there until you spend a whole bunch of Combiner Spark and get him to level 20. Alright, so there we go. We'll just leave him at level 10, take him out as a 4-star now, and get a taste of what the Guardian's Blessing ability can do for us.
Autobots, roll out.
Go back over here and activate Omega Supreme.
Engaged.
So let's try Zone 8. I might be pushing it a little bit. Okay, see now a base like this is probably not a good one to solo with Omega Supreme because he's going to take all of his time taking all these defenses out and would never make it back to that headquarters. But what you could do is you could use him to thin out the defenses up here and then just drop whichever bot that you need to walk back over there. Obviously, if you're lucky enough to have brought Cup or Dead End along with this one, you don't waste your time with the combiner. Just pop, and you're back there. We're going to go ahead and drop Omega Supreme, see how he does against all these defenses.
Stand your ground.
Okay, for the next 15 seconds, 15% moving speed and damage reflection. And it applies it to the bots too, but, well, I didn't drop any bots, so that kind of defeats the purpose. So any bots that I drop would not have this effect. I would have to have dropped them first. Although this is pretty cool. He just kind of sits there and destroys everything. That's pretty awesome. He seems to be doing pretty good. Go take that out. Go take this out. And his job is done here. So then that's when we go and we take, like, oh, I don't know, strafe.
Attack.
So then he goes, walks up there. We'll get him right to the headquarters, and this should do it. Similar to Volcanicus' ability. Yeah, I can see that. Whereas the animation is different, where Volcanicus kind of just sprays fire, but whereas this one, Omega's kind of blasting. Although that was what Volcanicus what? That's one of his second 3-star ability, I think. Or is it the first one? I don't know. I think it's the second one, where he just kind of sprays the fire in the area. It seems similar to that.
Autobots, roll out.
So what was that? Zone 8? Yes. See, this is the difficulty as you get up into higher levels. The base designs are a little bit better, makes it a little bit harder to solo with a combiner, unless they're like really super strong. But what you do is it does allow you to maybe battle in a zone higher than what you could normally do. Like, say for example, this is Zone 8. Say I had a squad that I could not beat with Zone 8 by myself. I could beat Zone 7 fine, but not quite Zone 8. Throw a combiner along with your team, then you could hit probably another zone higher. So it doesn't have to be the best base Devastator.
Stand your ground.
But yeah, it's not the best layout. Not all bases are. Well, that's totally not what I wanted to do. That was a bad button press. I wanted to run over here and then do something like this. Okay, so don't run into the middle of a bunch of resources and fire off this ability, because you're just going to do that and not help your cause at all. Okay, so all of that to just take out one thing. That was a pretty good shot there. Well, I got to the headquarters, but I'm not going to get this base taken out. Alright, so now it would I should have dropped some bots here first, so they could have gotten the buff from his 4-star ability. How do you get parts for the other stuff? We don't know yet. We just know that you get this 2-star part from the campaign, and you get the 3-star part is available from this weekend's event. Beyond that, we don't know when the 3-star part might be available again. We don't know when the 4 or 5-star parts are available or how. They have not revealed that to even to us, so they may not have plans for that yet. It's possible it could be in an event. It could be, I see somebody saying maybe a Shannock shop. That's possible. Remains to be seen. They'll let us know when they're ready to tell us.
Autobots, roll out.
Alright, let's go Zone 9. I'll drop some bots first so we can go see what his buff does. The campaign is always going to be available to you. You don't miss the campaign. The campaign is always available to you. That's the same campaign that you worked through, like the Get Optimus or Get Megatron, that whole thing. So it'll be so that campaign is always there. You can't miss it. The event, that's this 3-star event, or this weekend's event, where for the 3-star part. If you're not able to get it from this weekend's event, they did say it will be available at another time, but they did not say how. So I would say, even if you can't unlock Omega Supreme before the event, go get his part. Go get his part.
Deploy.
Or at least try your best to. Okay, so we got these guys down for now. So we'll come back to then. When will the campaign be released? Most likely, the new stuff like that is usually released right about the time that they do the... oh, I haven't seen them do the distance shots there. That's cool. It's kind of like Superion's death ray. But yeah. Anyway, the campaign will probably be tomorrow, or Thursday. If you're watching the replay, it's probably already up. But usually about the time that they do the live stream, so maybe noon. Oh, I gotta fire this off. Oh, get him to the headquarters, and then shoot off the 4-star ability. Is that gonna do it for us? Probably not. It's getting close. Oh, one stop away. And see, and this is where I would probably just drop this Kremzeek. But see, okay, see, check these guys out. They're moving quick. They're reflecting damage, and now they're back to normal. That's why it's always nice to have a good high level damage booster too, because if you can get a headquarter down to just one sliver of life, you can drop a Kremzeek, orbital strike, incendiary attack, or anything like that. That would help finish that off.
Autobots, roll out.
So there we go. Level 10 4-star was really close to beating Zone 9. So now we're going into Zone 10. Buy Shanix with cyber coins? Unlikely. Very unlikely.
Deploy. Stand your ground.
Okay, so now we got the bots out. They'll get the benefits of XP if Omega Supreme happens to solo this, and if he doesn't happen to solo it, at the very least, they'll get the benefit of his 4-star ability. Okay, so we got that. Now we got him doing all of this fun stuff. Just light him up, Omega. Light him up. The Guardian's Blessing is what we just saw, where he was standing in there just shooting, blah 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 blah. That's what the Guardian's Blessing is. If he's still active, we'll go in there one more time, then we'll head over to do some crystal cracking. I'll have to switch accounts.
Autobots, roll out.
Well, we've been working our way up the ladder. How about Zone 11? See how he does with Zone 11. This is a level 10 4-star Omega Supreme. His 5-star ability is Awestruck Shocking. I'm gonna have to check that out. It sounds really cool. Okay, so now this is one where it might be good to go ahead and send these guys in here to take out these resources before we drop Omega so we don't waste his time. Just taking out these little resources. You can move on, 6-gun. Alright, so we got that out of the way, so we'll go ahead and drop him now. Am I gonna have emotes for the Twitch crew? Oh, you know, man, I need to make some time to do that. Why are you walking sideways? You're like those guys running for a touchdown, run sideways and never actually go in. And not just to run out the clock. They're showboating. Okay, so he may not do so well right here because he's got so many different things. The lasers and the mortars really taking the life out of him. Oh, he's got a missile launcher back there taking it out too. But we got that. This is the Guardian's Blessing, by the way. He did do a pretty good job. You see how they're all they've got lower health because he reflected their damage back to him. And see, now these guys are coming in like crazy because they've got that movement speed buff on them. And this is where Strafe comes in handy. I totally forgot that Strafe actually focuses on defenses and ignores resources. That's a really good aspect of his ability. And just for fun, because I like 6-gun's ability. Not that it matters. Strafe's like, ah, we don't need to see that. I got this taken care of.
Well done.
Yeah, speaking of Strafe, that we might get him tonight because that's one of the crystals that I've got sitting over there waiting for me. Fingers crossed. All right, so that's it for Omega Supreme. So we're gonna hop off the test server. I'm gonna swing back over here and swap accounts. So we're going back over to my main account now. Thrust combined with Malice and Beast Wars Meg's ability, and it's great. So those are your Decepticon counterparts. The Autobots for those guys would be Strafe, Sentience Magnus, and Optimus Primal. Okay, so now we're on my main account. Got 94 crystals available. 2 to claim. These are probably just the free crystals. Oh, and the chip too, so let's go ahead and get that. Okay, I saw somebody say on the Discord say that if you tap these 2 claims at the same time, you can actually get them both. I'm gonna try that. That didn't work out. So maybe it was a trick. And it was a Photoshop. I don't know. Sorry for wasting your time with the free crystals. Sometimes the free crystals are giving some pretty good stuff lately. I haven't had any good stuff lately, though. Today's crystals pulled a 4-star Rodimus Unicronus, 3-star Bludgeon, and 3-star Sunstreaker. Nice, good job, WW. Okay, so I've got some premium crystals from Premium Shards. We got 20 of these Pathfinder crystals looking for light speed. Plus, I have crystals for, if I can tap it, we've got crystals for Nose Cone, don't really need that. Crystals for Brainstorm, don't really need that. Crystals for Six Gun. Crystals for Chromia. Crystals for Strafe. Those last three, it would be very nice to see. So, we'll warm it up with some Decepticon premiums. We got Hook. Hook! I like how Megatron says it. Hook! Got Lugnut. Love Lugnut. Character in, you know, as a bot in the game, as a character, toy. Lugnut just top notch. I don't know when it changed. I think it was pretty recent. I think with this last update, I think it dropped from 24 hours to 22 hours. I'm not sure why they would only do 2 hours, but I don't know. Keep an eye out. It may go back to 24. That might be a mistake. I don't know why they would drop it only 2 hours to be 22 hours. That's a weird cycle. Because if you notice, like the little button off to the side there for you get more, it's got a little glitch there too. So that free crystal, you know, being 22 hours might be a little bit of a glitch too. So take advantage of it while you can, just in case it's not, or just in case it is. But if not, then great. Okay, premiums, Autobot premiums. Hound. Sandstorm, still looking for him as a 4-star. Rodimus Prime. There's a 3-star. Oh, and a Silver Prime's Matrix. Yeah, I don't know if I ever got anything more than a bronze one of those. I might have a silver. Pretty sure I don't have a gold one, though. And there's the boss bot himself. Pyromagna. One of the playtesters requested to be dropped to 22 hours. Not sure the purpose. Yeah, that is weird. That would be interesting. I would be interested to hear the logic behind that. It seems odd. Alright, so how about we crack these event crystals? You got 20 chances. Now, it's a 10% chance at each of these crystals to drop one of the bots, and otherwise it's going to be shards. So, and I've heard stories where people have gone longer than 20 crystals just to get a 2-star, so it could be... we might be empty-handed here, but maybe not. Let's go. Four-star shards so far, that's good, except I want the bot. 3-star shards are getting worse. Okay, we're back on an upward trend. Premium shards, even worse. Ten crystals in, no light speed. Hey, there's a 2-star. All right. We're back to the 3-star shards, 4-star shards. And another 2-star. Premium shards. 3-star shards. 3-star shards. 3-star shards. And last chance at the 3 or 4-star light speed. It's not. It's just the 3-star shards. But hey, I got the 2-star. That's about all I expect from these types of events. Only once did I get the 4-star, which was Tiger Hawk, and I've got a 3-star a couple of times. Cup, I think, and I think there was another one recent, but that was it. It's very rare. I'm pretty happy to at least get the 2-star. All right, so we got some nose cone crystals. These aren't super important to me, but you can get any bot out of these. So I mean, like Ultra Magnus, Sandstorm, still looking for those guys. Rhinox, they could show up out of here. Never know. Got the 3-star red? Cool. Congrats, man. I wish that would have worked out for you when you were cracking the red alert crystals. That was the biggest travesty of all. I mean, that's your namesake and you didn't even get him. Ugh. Big Bronze got the 4-star, but not the 3-star. Well, hey, if you had to get one of the two, you got the better one. But you did miss the hat trick. It's Breakfast got 4-star Rhinox from last weekend's 4-star shards. Very cool. I haven't done anything with them. Hey, speaking of Rhinox. More nose cones here. Speaking of red alert. Hey, did somebody call me? He was all paranoid, so he had to come through the space bridge to see what people were saying about him. 4-star nose cone duplicate. That's an appropriate core to come on a duplicate nose cone. I don't really have any other bots to use that on unless I want to put it on nose cone, but I don't ever see myself using his ability. But hey, you know, cool. 5-star shards. I think we're only about halfway to a 5-star crystal, though, so... Okay, moving over to the Brainstorm crystals. And it's thinking about it, but it gives us a duplicate sideswipe. Yeah, I don't use Red Alert too much. I have him right now on the same team as Optimus Primal, and I think I need to get him off of that team, because I'm using Primal way too much. I mean, it's effective, but it doesn't really leave room for the Red Alert. How many 5-stars do I have? I have a whole row of them, so that's what, 6 bots? Yes, 6. Jetfire. Did see Brainstorm come through a few times. There's Slash. Slug. Almost said slag. Oops. Said it anyway. There's Brainstorm. Optimus Prime. Brainstorm. 3 stars. And Smokescreen. Okay, so now here's the crystals that we want. Or the bots that we're looking for. 3 stars and 4 stars. I don't think I have any of these guys as 3 stars or 4 stars. So I'll be happy with a 3-star even. And if one of them happens to show up as a 3-star duplicate, well then I was just wrong. So just deal with it. But I'm pretty sure I don't have them at 3 or 4. There's Strafe. Wait a minute. These are 6-gun crystals. Is Strafe already out in the normal crystals? There's Sideswipe. Six Gun. And Storm Clash? Yeah. It's always hard to tell. Subtle differences. Still a little tricky in this short time frame you have to decipher before the name comes up and tells you. Impactor coming through. Rhinox. And last 6-gun crystal gives us nothing. A duplicate Cybertronian and Jetfire. Chromia crystals. Get her boyfriend, Ironhide. Hey, why are you looking for Chromia? Rust Dust. There's Chromia. This is 2 stars, though. Rodimus Prime. Hotspot. 3 more Chromia crystals. Oh, we're lighting up! 3 stars, Chromia. There we go. Woohoo! We did not leave empty-handed. Oh, I better hide from Ironhide now. There's another 3-star. Whoa. What a world. What a world. And we close it off with another 2-star, this time Chromia. Alright, so now these are what, the Strafe crystals? It's a chance to get Strafe or any other bot. Like Firefly, perhaps. Or Dust Up. Or anybody but Strafe. Like Sludge. There's Strafe. Not the flavor we want, though. Need a little more spice. Spice being stars. There's Cosmos. Got a lot of people to add if we want to bring in Orthia, because technically Chromia is not part of that. Really, for Orthia, all we have is Elita 1, because you gotta add Novastar, Moonracer, Lancer, and Greenlight. So really, we only have Elita 1 for that Orthia. I mean, in the game, you could totally include Chromia, but you still need 3 others. Unless you want to maybe pull in RC, who has no business being in a combiner. Sandstorm. Streetwise? Although, you know, actually, I did, when I first got all the parts for Orthia, I think I did this. I probably took a picture. I have no idea where it is. But I did combine them all together. And I got that Headmaster RC that was used the Titan Master blur mold. So I took her head off and put it in like as if it was a Prime Core or a Titan Master Core or whatever. So RC was technically part of Orthia. So... Don't judge me. Got the rescue bots coming through. Ratchet, now Red Alert. No, I did not get 4-star light speed. I got just the 2-star. I did get 3-star Chromia. Working on Strafe right now. Not having very good luck. It goes like this sometimes. They can't all be like super crazy, exciting crystal cracking videos. I mean, it's always great when it is, but for every one of those, you got probably about 3 of these where you don't get a whole lot. Bumblebee. 3 more chances at Strafe. And there's Monkey Prime. And last chance to get something other than a duplicate. And we get Dinobot. So no Strafe. Well done, randomness strikes. Well done. How do you rewind? I don't know how you rewind on Twitch. I would say we're about done. But so you could wait until the end, and then the replay usually goes up pretty quick. I do have enough coins or shards. Oh, not quite a 4-star crystal, but we do have 3-star crystals. And just to mix it up, I'm gonna go get a Decepticon one. Autobots, 3 stars. Perceptor. Snarl. Decepticon 3-star. Soundwave. And that's gonna do it for the crystal cracking. Oh, we've got Lightspeed Story. I need to remember when I get these bots, especially the new ones, I need to stop right then, back out, get the story, and then go back and finish the crystal cracking. Obviously didn't happen this time. Maybe next time I'll remember. Alright. Lightspeed says, Earth, it's a very pedestrian place. Everywhere is pedestrian to you, Lightspeed. That hyperactive processor of yours creates the illusion of slowness. But trust me, so far Earth's been anything but uneventful. If it's not Death Source bidding to build himself a combiner, it's Dark Rodimus and demigods. You're right, of course, Nosecone. I know these Earth Wars are critical, and I can make a difference, but you'd rather, all things being equal, be jetting off into the far reaches of space and leaving it and us far behind. Exactly, Strafe. Nothing personal, you understand. It's just the vastness of the cosmos, the sheer breadth of infinite possibilities. It equalizes the dislocation I feel here on terra firma. I feel a part of the grand scheme of things out there. But you're part of something here too, Lightspeed. For a start, you're a Technobot. We are a we. Together, well, we're part of something bigger. Who knows how big? Yes, forgive me. I am being indulgent when there is important work to do. Even here on this less than prepossessing hunk of rock, I am sure I will find something more my speed. Has anyone seen my laser rod? Come on, guys, this isn't funny anymore, if it ever was. My laser rod stands ever ready. Return it now, or there'll be trouble. Or not. Whew. Somebody upset shoulder pads Prime over there. Don't make him take those shoulder pads off. So, I don't know if that whole laser rod joke means anything to anybody. It doesn't mean anything to me. Maybe it was just something funny they threw in there. I thought it was kind of humorous. Yeah, so there you go. Laser Optimus has had his laser rod taken. Lightspeed basically is a pig streetwise. He basically is. There's a lot of bots that use that that same mold from the Combiner Wars toy line. Dead End was the first one. Dust Up, Lightspeed, Streetwise, Prowl, Smokescreen, Breakneck, which is Wild Rider. There was a couple of some exclusives from the Collector Club exclusives. Some of the Japanese characters, like I don't know who it was in the Megatronia set. One of those ladies, the Dust Up equivalent of the Megatronia set. So there was a lot of uses of that mold, and they generally base these characters in the game off of the toys. I mean, like, we got Omega Supreme right here, and if you go look at him in the game, they use this Siege Omega Supreme as the model in the game. So Devastator should ask you, should you get the Defensor bundle if you just have a 4-star hotspot? That's completely up to you, because there's plenty of other protective bots out there. Rook is great, Blades is great, First Aid is one of the better healers. Streetwise, not crazy about, just because I haven't used him much, but he is a part of Defensor. But I would say, make sure you can afford it. And you just saw my luck with the crystal cracking. It's very likely that you could have the same luck. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll be luckier and actually get something out of there. More often than not, you go through a bundle or two and you get nothing but duplicates. If you end up going for it, I wish you the best of luck and I hope you get something good. But that's going to do it for tonight. If you're on Twitch, stick around. We can hang out for a little while longer. But that's going to do it for the YouTube video. So if you want to watch live, head on over to twitch.tv/EngineerHoist. We're live Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, lasting as long as we need to. Today was quite a long time because we had a lot to talk about. But that's going to do it. I'm Engineer Hoist. Keep rolling, my friends, and we'll see you next time.